Hello everyone, welcome back to the Dragon Age Origins playthrough. This is going to be part 5, so let's carry on. Okay, so in a previous playthrough we conquered the elves and got the werewolves on our side. So now we're going to go somewhere. I shall decide once the game loads. Well, okay. That was quick. I didn't have a chance to decide, but okay.
Yes? Well, here I am. I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell, and the darkness drew me in. I have had dreams. This was different somehow. When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rosebush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
What colour was it though? You know, roses, colours actually have a meaning, so...
No, not voices. It's not so simple. He spoke directly to my soul, in a language no human tongue can express. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Blight devours everything? I don't know. He made this world. He could destroy it. But there is so much worth saving. You're such a pessimist.
Oh no, Lils disapproves. Oh no, what a shame.
Yes. At your order, Warden. I really shouldn't. They're fatty little things. You know, I think I will. Thank you, Warden. You might want to look away.
The Templars of the Chantry stand ready, Grey Warden. There are always areas to improve on, Grey Warden. The most useful for my talents are runes.
Okay, so I don't know what to do. Oh yeah, by the way, last time we finished our time together in a game, I actually did dress them up a little bit nicer. Just, you know, make them look nice. Or maybe we should go to the peak. Morrigan, Morrigan, Morrigan.
I await your command. We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
We're not going to ask her why she's still here. It's Morrigan. She has to be here.
I await your command. So, full of questions, are you? Why do you ask me such questions? I do not probe you for pointless information, do I?
You can probe me anytime.
Would it not be easier simply to poke at me with a stick? I think I will elect to answer the question for now, if you do not mind. What is it you asked if I grew up in the wilds? A curious question. Where else would you picture me? For many years it was simply Flemeth and I. The wilds and its creatures were more real to me than Flemeth's tales of the world of man. In time I grew curious. I left the wilds to explore what lay beyond, never for long. brief forays into a civilized wilderness. For the most part, Flemeth taught me well. For all that I had been taught, however, the truth of the civilized lands proved to be overwhelming. I was unfamiliar with so much. So confident and bold was I, yet there was much that Flemeth could never have prepared me for. Equal parts daring and foolhardy, perhaps. Only once was I accused of being a witch of the wilds, and that by a chastened who happened to be traveling with a merchant caravan. He pointed and gasped and began shouting in his strange language, and most assumed he was casting some curse upon me. I acted the terrified girl, and naturally, he was arrested.
So clever, ain't you?
Men are always willing to believe two things about a woman. One, that she is weak, and two, that she finds him attractive. I played
Facts
the weakling and batted my
confirmed.
eyelashes at the captain of the guard. Child's play.
Child's
The point being that
play.
I was able to move through human lands fairly easily. Whatever humans think a witch of the wild looks like, 'tis not I. Not that I did not have trouble. There are things about human society which have always puzzled me, such as the touching. Why all the touching for a simple greeting?
True. She's got a good point there.
At least with that sort of touching, I would have been able to intuit the intent with far greater ease. There were many nuances that Flemeth could never tell me of. When to look into another's eyes, how to eat at a table, how to bargain without offending. None of these things I knew. I still do not understand it all, truth be told, but then I gave up long ago any hope of doing so. When I returned to the wilds last, I swore to Flemeth that I had no intention of leaving again.
And yet, here you are.
Yes? Let's ignore the entire Darkspawn threat and the presence of a simpleton as your only other Grey Warden ally, then. Not that I lack appreciation for the intent of your comment. Thank you. Well, let's get on with it before...
Oops. Sorry, guys.
I await your command. At times, perhaps. A world full of people and buildings and things was all very foreign to me. If I wished companionship, I ran with the wolves and flew with the birds. If I spoke, 'twas to the trees.
Did they speak back?
Don't be foolish. I recall the first time I crept beyond the edge of the wilds. I did so in animal form, remaining in the shadows and watching these strange townsfolk from afar. I happened upon a noblewoman by her carriage, adorned in sparkling garments, the likes of which I had never before seen. I was dazzled. This, to me, seemed what true wealth and beauty must be. I snuck up behind her and stole a hand mirror from the carriage. 'Twas encrusted in gold and crystalline gemstones, and I hugged it to my chest with delight as I sped back to the wilds. Flemeth was furious with me. I was a child and had not yet come into my full power, and I had risked discovery for the sake of a pretty bauble. To teach me a lesson, Flemeth took the mirror and smashed it upon the ground. I was heartbroken. Beauty and love are fleeting and have no meaning. Survival has meaning. Power has meaning. Without those lessons, I would not be here today, as difficult as they might have been. Do I not? I am still an apostate mage, even if I have left the wilds. The Darkspawn are yet undefeated. No, there is much that remains. To return to your original question, perhaps my time in the wilds was indeed lonely, but such was how it had to be. I find myself at times wondering what might have become of the girl with the beautiful golden mirror, but such fantasies have no place amidst reality.
Okay, as far as I recall, I gave her the grimoire, and then she employed me to kill Flemeth for her.
And I'm off.
And she did say not to go with her, so I'm just gonna save here and go to the wilds. With her, of course. Just to see what happens.
Indeed. Yes. Yes. Agent Crowley. Or should I? I haven't done this yet. Okay.
Cutscene.
Sire, I have more news. Yes. Well, it seems that the fighting has gone
Enough.
exactly as you...
I would like to know what you intend to accomplish, Father. Should we not be fighting the Darkspawn instead of each other?
The nobility should be brought into line and then the Darkspawn defeated. This is no true blight, Anora. Only Kalen's vanity demanded it be so.
Beg pardon, sire. But blight or no, we may not have the manpower to face the Darkspawn soon.
Kalen approached your legions for support, did he not?
Never! Marek and I drove those bastards out! Not roll out the welcome for them now!
We need help, Father. We cannot deal with this crisis alone.
Ferelden will stand on its own! I will lead it through this, Anora. You must have faith in me.
Did you kill Kalen?
Kalen's death was his own doing.
Oh, thank the Maker. We need help. They attacked the wagon. Please help us. Follow me. I'll take you to them.
God, don't you know what a hairbrush is? Oh, I thought there was going to be mods on here. Little bit disappointed, but okay.
The Grey Warden dies here! Now let's see. Which one first?
Oh yeah, well that's reassuring. Really? Okay, well this is going well. Oh. Have I mentioned I have really had enough of mages? After the circle of mage, I really have enough of mages. Can you? Oh come on! Ugh. Where? signs of regenerance. Hello.
Don't look now.
Oh, what?
Yes.
Oh, I rather thought I would wake up dead, or not wake up at all.
Not today, sweet thing. Not today.
But I see you haven't killed me yet. Ah, so it's questions you have for me, is it? Well, I do enjoy a good beating from a handsome brute. Let me save you a bit of time and get right to the point. My name is Zevran. Zev to my friends. I am a member of the Antivan Crows, brought here for the sole purpose of slaying any surviving Grey Wardens, which I have failed at, sadly. A rather taciturn fellow in the capital. Logain, I think his name was. Yes, that's it. I wasn't. If I had succeeded, I would have returned home and the Crows would have informed your Logain of the results, if he didn't already know. If I had failed, I would be dead, or I should be, at least as far as the Crows are concerned. No need to see Logain then.
If you failed. Well, luckily you have, sweet thing.
What can I say, huh? I am an eternal optimist. Although the chances of succeeding at this point seem a bit slim, don't they? No, I don't suppose you'd find that funny, would you?
How much were you paid?
I wasn't paid anything. The Crows, however, were paid quite handsomely, or so I understand. Which does make me about as poor as a Chantry mouse, come to think of it. Being an Antivan Crow isn't for the ambitious, to be perfectly honest. Well, aside from a distinct lack of ambition, I suppose it's because I wasn't given much of a choice. The Crows bought me young. I was a bargain, too, or so I'm led to believe. But don't let my sad story influence you. The Crows aren't so bad. They keep one well supplied. Wine, women, men, whatever you happen to fancy. Though the whole severance package is garbage, let me tell you. If you're considering joining, I'd really think twice about it. You seem like a bright lad. I'm sure you've other options. Why not? I wasn't paid for silence. Not that I offered it for sale, precisely. Loyalty is an interesting concept. If you wish, and you're done interrogating me, we can discuss it further. Well, here's the thing. I failed to kill you, so my life is forfeit. That's how it works. If you don't kill me, the Crows will. Thing is, I like living. And you obviously are the sort to give the Crows pause, so let me serve you instead. To be completely honest, I was never given much of a choice regarding joining the Crows. They bought me on the slave market when I was a child. I think I paid my worth back to them plus 10.
Morgan has had enough
The
of
only
his
way out,
crap.
however, is to sign up with someone they can't touch. Even if I did kill you now, they might just kill me on principle for failing the first time. Honestly, I'd rather take my chances with you. Well, let's see. Being allowed to live would be nice, and would make me marginally more useful to you. And somewhere down the line, if you should decide that you no longer have need of me, then I go on my way. Until then, I am yours. Is that fair?
Ooh, I'm yours and you're mine. Is that the kind of agreement we're gonna go with? I've been watching a lot of Game of Thrones lately. You must think I'm royally stupid. Royalty!
I think you're royally tough to kill. I'm only hoping that you're stupid. That was a
Thanks.
joke. Let me rephrase that. I'm hoping that you're the sort of fellow that takes a chance every now and again. Yes? I happen to be a very loyal person. up until the point where someone expects me to die for failing, that's not a fault, really, is it? I mean, unless you're the sort who would do the same thing, in which case I don't come very well recommended, I suppose.
What? You're taking the assassin with us now? Does that really seem like a good idea? Well, no. I suppose we could use whatever help we can get. Still, if there was a sign we were desperate, I think it just knocked on the door and said hello.
A fine plan. But I would examine your food and drink far more closely from now on, were I you.
That's excellent advice for anyone. I hereby pledge my oath of loyalty to you until such a time as you choose to release me from it. I am your man, without reservation. This I swear.
Okay, I like the idea of him being my man. Get what I mean? Okay, but Zev, Soz. Or no, sorry. Oh, Morrigan, don't disapprove. Actually, you will be disapproving soon enough. Sorry. Oh, looky, she's not here, is she? Do I really have to come alone? Oh my god, fine. Okay, let's try this again, shall we?
Indeed.
Yes. Yes.
Well, this should be a funny. This should be a funny group. Oh, there she is.
And so you return. Lovely Morrigan has at last found someone willing to dance to her tune. Such enchanting music she plays, wouldn't you say? Oh, how interesting.
You don't want to anger
then.
good old
You have
Flemeth.
come far, and I am nothing if not hospitable. Oh, I do like that. Ah, but it is an old, old story. One that Flemeth has heard before, and even told. Let us skip right to the ending, shall we? Do you slay the old wretch as Morrigan bids, or does the tale take a different turn? The truth, as if it were nothing. How like a man. No, far better the lie.
Hey.
Far better the comfort of blankets and shadows and a mother's love. Morrigan wishes my grimoire? Take it as a trophy. Tell her I am slain. I go. Perhaps I surprise Morrigan one day. Or I may simply watch. It would be interesting to see what she does with her freedom. Enlightening, even. Would you give an old woman that? You get to keep her for a time. We believe what we want to believe. It's all we ever do. It's far easier this way, don't you think? The lies are always more fun.
We're not going to anger.
No, random violence can be fun, but this is good too.
Not killing Morrigan's mother. That is the more noble choice, right? Right?
The book is inside the hut, with notes and spells enough to make even Morrigan blush with delight.
Yeah.
You and I will not
I was
meet
rudely
again.
interrupted.
That I guarantee. Change your mind already? I changed knickers less quickly. Wouldn't we all, alas?
Oh.
Back to this again. Sabers rattling and jaws firmly planted on the floor. Oh, do something. Then do leave an old woman in peace. So many visitors. Next. Change your mind already? I changed. Then do leave an old woman in peace. So many.
I'm guessing she's not going to answer the questions. And as I was rudely interrupted by my rogue companions, we will not be angering good old Flemeth because she turns into a dragon, and I don't really want to have my arse burned.
Huh.
We can go now.
Change your mind already? I changed knickers less quickly. Then do leave.
Okay, I'm just going to save that here.
Change your mind already? Oh, how interesting. I'd like to see the look on her face when she realizes it. But you must earn what you take. I would have it no other way.
Oh, come on, really? I don't want to fight a dragon. And this is why we don't anger the good old Flemeth. Okay, so where do we go now? Redcliffe. We haven't been to Redcliffe yet. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go to Redcliffe. Let's try out this setting. These guys can be funny together.
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us?
No.
I'm not stopping you or anything. But have you even heard what's happened here? Has anyone?
I don't care.
Well, yes, I expect so. If you're coming into the village, you can't avoid what's happened. We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying.
Is anyone surprised? Anyone?
Well, that's just typical, isn't it?
We've no army to defend us. No Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead. And those left are terrified they're next. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you. He's just over there in the chantry. Please, come.
That sounded interesting. Please come. Okay.
Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers.
Oh, good eye.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Rainisfere, brother to the Arl. You're a rather unusual group, to say the least. Can I ask who you are and why you've come?
I do mind.
Fair enough. Unfortunately, you have come at an inopportune time. Ill luck plagues the village, and the Arl is taken to his bed with sickness.
What a remarkable coincidence.
No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault.
Why are you even telling me all this?
Because each night they return, their ranks bolstered with our recently dead, and we are desperate for help. With Cailan dead and Loghain starting a war over the throne, no one responds to my urgent calls for help. I have a feeling tonight's assault will be the worst yet. I'm asking you, please, help us. Help Eamon.
Do you know what? You have nice cheekbones, so I'm going to ask you questions first.
By all means. The castle is closed to us, its doors barred. We could storm it certainly, but what would that accomplish? Our numbers are too few. We cannot throw men at the castle walls when they are needed to protect the village. I tried. Our one attempt at an organized evacuation resulted in an immediate attack. Yesterday I found out these creatures attack those fleeing on their own, even during daytime. Whatever lies in the castle wants this village dead. Once the village is safe, we will try to enter the castle to find the source of this trouble. Then you will help us?
What happens if I refuse? Cheekbones. Think of the cheekbones.
Then I would have to kindly ask you not to get in our way.
Fine, I'll help you. You have really nice cheekbones.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess.
Okay.
Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle. You're a... I see. Why didn't you just tell me this earlier?
Well...
None, I suppose. You have good reason to be suspicious.
Of course I
thought
do.
you were all slain along with my nephew. It appears that isn't the only lie Loghain is telling about the Grey Wardens.
I refer to Cailan, of course. Our sister was Queen Rowan, King Merrick's wife and Cailan's mother. Make her rest her soul.
There is a Grey Warden who goes by the name of Alistair. Does he yet live?
Unfortunately.
I hope so, for Eamon's sake. I barely know the lad myself. Is there something else you need? Sir Perth insists. He wants me to be with the villagers, so everyone he needs to protect is in one place. I don't mind, to be honest. The point of all this is to protect the villagers, and I can do that best here. This is the last line of defense, should things go amiss. We could bring some men in to stand beside me, but I'd rather keep the monsters away from the villagers if possible. Are you suggesting what's happened here is related to Cailan's death and the Civil War, even Eamon's illness? Our sister was Cailan's mother. I suppose we've royal blood, but it's a shaky claim to the throne, though still better than Loghain's. And it does mean Eamon could intervene in Loghain's bid for the throne, but let's not leap to conclusions. I would not like to think that anyone would wish this on my brother. He is a good man and much loved by the people of Redcliffe. And I can't
Sure.
imagine how terrible it must be for our lesser Isolde, and especially Connor. I would not want him to lose his father at such a young age.
Oh,
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
but wouldn't our Lehman want to wake up to
Let us
just a wife?
Blessed art thou who exists in the
Give me
Maker's
a
sight.
sword.
I fear Blessed
want
art
to
thou
help
who
the
seeks
children.
his
Too much
forgiveness.
talking, too much talking.
You're a Grey Warden, right? Were you in Ostagar? In the Korkari Wilds? My husband and son went there to bring the Chant of Light to the Chastened. But I haven't heard from them since.
Well,
I am. You've heard of me? Oh? Oh, his lockbox. If you're bringing me this... Oh no. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for bringing this to me. It means a lot to... Maker's blessings upon you.
I'm sorry, Jetta, for your loss, but... Hello.
Good day.
Hey.
I'm scared, Mother. When are the bad men coming? Soon.
I'm the bad man.
If monsters make it to the
Night will
chantry,
come.
they will break through the windows and... Sorry, am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet.
What?
Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what happened to her, but I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere.
How terrible. You poor thing. I wish there was something we could do to help.
And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too. He said something about saving Mother. He's just a little boy. He doesn't understand she's gone. I hope he didn't try to go to the castle. Oh, that would be awful. I understand, I do. I'm just so afraid for him.
A missing child. My little birds tell me where he is.
Ah, what a lovely little fishing town. You can almost smell the desperation of the local gentry, no?
You know, we don't have the men we need. And their numbers just keep growing each night.
Still no sign of them coming back from the castle, Murdoch.
Tell them to maintain watch. I don't want a surprise attack before the sun goes down.
Yes, sir. What should we do until then?
Pray, and hope for a miracle.
I'm your miracle. It's me, Lucian the Royal Pretty Man.
So you're the Grey Warden, are you? I heard they all died with the king.
Could be a ghost, you never know.
Huh. If it takes a ghost or two to kill a horde of evil monsters, I'll take it. But you look plenty alive to me. We aren't gonna turn aside anyone who wants to help, though. Don't take me for being an ingrate or nothing.
That's good. The survival rate of ingrates is remarkably low, so I hear.
Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of the village, providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight.
That sounds likely.
Yes, well, I haven't given up hope. Not yet, anyway. Anyhow, you're here, and they tell me you're in charge.
Am I now?
We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help. Not by nightfall, and not well enough that I'd be happy to test it in combat. If there were others, don't you think I'd ask them? We could use some extra bodies. Having a veteran like Dwyn in the militia would help a lot, but he flat out refuses.
Hmm.
The militia will do what it can, but don't get your hopes up.
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left. Hey? You're not Murdoch. Who are you and what are you doing at my door?
Alright, alright.
Alright, just don't destroy anything, damn you.
Maker's breath. What is that smell? It's like someone set a brewery on fire.
So, I open the door. I've got nothing of value for you. The militia's taken whatever I had. So if you're here to beat on a sad old man, then all I ask is you get on with it. I don't have much to live for as it is.
Don't worry.
Is that so? Then talk then. My girl, Velena. Is one of the Alessa's maids and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or anyone! I'm an old man. Everyone knows we aren't making it through the night. Or are you going to save us?
Yes, I am. But I intend to try.
Is that so? Maybe it's the drink talking, but you almost sound like you believe that. It'd do me the world of good to think maybe someone like you could go in and find her. Provided any of us live through the night. If you look for Velena, I'll reopen the smithy and make some repairs for the militia. I can do that much.
Okay.
Not good enough. Murdoch said the same damn thing, and I didn't believe him either. I want a promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can.
Fine, I'll promise.
It's something to hope for, at least. Right then. It seems I have some work to do relighting the forge, and I suppose I'll have to find some iron. Maybe at the mill. Murdoch just better send his men here as soon as possible if I'm gonna get to all these repairs and get them done by nightfall. If you need anything done, well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me.
Cool. Excuse me.
Well, it looks like Owen's finally doing the repairs we need. The damn fool is falling over drunk and still manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say. I'll send one of my men to inform Bantegan the militia is ready for battle. Right. Let's hope we see morning.
Yes, with my royal noble hand, you will definitely see morning, okay? chill.
Ah! What are you doing? All right, I'll come out.
Yeah, get out of the closet.
Please, don't hurt me. I'll go back to the Chantry if you want. I didn't mean any harm. It's Bevan. My sister is Caitlin. She's probably at the Chantry looking for me. No, I just didn't want to be in the Chantry anymore. Everyone's scared, and I want to be brave.
I want to be brave. I want to be a little boy that's brave. Okay, cool. Pick up a sword and learn how to fight. Jeez.
I wasn't always in here. I hid when I heard you coming. Well, I shouldn't tell you. It's a secret. All right. I'll tell. Father said I could have his sword when I grew up. It was Grandfather's. And Grandfather was a great dragon slayer.
Nice.
I thought, if I was brave like Grandfather, I could use his sword and kill the bad people who took Mother.
We all laugh at the boy.
I just thought I only wanted to...
Oh my god, he actually cried. What the fuck? Oh, but that means we don't get the sword now. Oh, come on. Oh, well, that's annoying. Can't believe he actually cried. Oh, Lucian, you're a little evil man. You're an evil little man. Oh, goodness. I want that sword, man.
Bevan said you were the one who found him. I can't possibly repay you. You're very sweet. I suppose there's no harm in it. Oh my. Stay safe tonight. And good luck. Make her keep you safe. I won't forget you.
I really wanted that sword. Oh man, I really messed up. I messed up big time. What a shame. General store.
Here I am.
Hello.
Oh, this should be good. Go ahead. Well, the Crows would have you believe that it is an involved process that takes years of training. The sort that tests both your resolve and your endurance. Survive that process and maybe, just maybe, you're good enough to start being considered
Wow,
one.
Zev, you have really
But quite
nice
frankly,
teeth.
the truth is that all it requires is a desire to kill people for a living. It's surprising how well one can do in such a field. Within the Crows, I did. But it has been something the Crows have devoted a great deal of time to perfecting. An assassin simply specializes in striking from stealth, and in maximizing that first attack to be as lethal as possible. Debilitate your foe, either by poison or by crippling their limbs, makes any follow-up combat you need to engage in that much simpler. I do. It is not something inherent in an assassin's skills, however, merely something complementary. Of course, the crows like to pretend that their abilities are trade secrets, shrouded in shadows and wrapped in a blanket of mystery. So let's just keep this between you and me, shall we? Hmm?
I'm going to date him.
Here I am. Oh, I certainly could, but I won't. I swore to the crows that the things they taught me were to remain a secret. And while, yes, they are already angry at me, I'd rather not push things, you see. You need to learn the arts of the crows in order to slay Darkspawn, do you? You seem to be doing fine as it is. If you are truly insistent, well, let me think about it. The crows are already angry at me, yes? Who knows? Here I am. Oh, this should be good. What would you like to discuss?
Never mind. Okay. Shale, hello.
I've watched a lot of humans in my time. It should be aware that I've decided that it is not much like any of them.
Oh. That's really nice of you, Shell. Thanks.
Surely it must come from some superior lineage, yes? Some breed of flesh creature that has decided to elevate its genetic stock above its natural shortcomings? Oh, then that must be it. I knew there had to be some reason, it being a human and all.
Thanks.
I would appreciate if it didn't spread around that I said anything. Humans might start to get the wrong idea. They might start thinking their race is not completely hopeless.
Yeah, I'll keep it to myself.
Indeed. Can it imagine the horror? Oh. Now, let us crush something into a fine paste before it starts to think I've gone all soft. Perish the thought.
Yes? Redcliffe? I know little of it except that it is the domain of the Earl of Redcliffe. Redcliffe? I wonder how the name came to be. Is the clay here red? There are places in this world where the clay is a bright, strange red, and often, in the legends of such places, it is the red of blood. The blood of 1,000 men slaughtered in battle, or that of an innocent, unjustly slain. It stains the land that it may never be forgotten. Perhaps Redcliffe has one such tale. But I do not know it.
Okay.
Huh.
I've picked the door lock.
Wonderful. Intruders. I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home.
Hi.
No, have to run the place. It's not like I could stop people like you anyway. The name's Dwyn. Pleased to meet you. Now, kindly tell me why you're here. So what? You recruiting for him? I'll tell you what I told Murdoch. I'm not risking my neck for this town. Maybe. Let's hear what you've got. You might just be able to pull that off. Fine. I'll throw in with the militia. For now.
Thanks.
You better be out there too when the sun goes down. I'm not fighting for a lost cause, you hear me?
Right. Jeez. Don't be so rude. Okay, so I've recruited that man.
Stop fidgeting.
I don't like being out here, Gwyn. The mayor's giving me the evil eye.
And well, he should. Because you're a good-for-nothing liar and a thief. Well, we don't understand why we're out here. We're out here because I say we're gonna help these people. And since I pay your wages, you're gonna do as I say.
Oh, sure, boss. Whatever you say.
He told them. Good, Dwayne, you tell him.
Not looking for company. Elves aren't allowed to travel? Great. Thanks for permission. I said I'm not looking for company. Why? I don't live here. Just waiting until I can leave again. I'm not here to talk.
You're simply here to act suspiciously, I take it.
What? I'm not acting suspiciously.
Oh, now that was convincing.
Look, I don't know you, and I don't want to. I'm not... I mean, I was just told to... I mean, just leave me alone.
Dude, you're surrounded by 3 rogues and a goddamn golem. Just give in.
About what? Just because you're a Grey Warden doesn't mean you can go around threatening people.
That's exactly what it means.
I'm not here to hurt anyone, I swear. I'll tell you what you want to know, just don't kill me. This is more than I bargained for. Look, they just paid me to watch the castle and send word if anything should change. But they never said anything about monsters. I haven't even been able to report anything since this started. I'm stuck, same as you, I swear. A tall fellow. I forget his name. He, said he was working for Hal. Arl Rendon Hal. He's an important man. Terran Logain's right hand. So I didn't do anything wrong. Here, this is a letter from them. It has instructions and everything. Keep it. Do whatever you want with it. I just thought I was serving the king and making a bit of coin on the side. You have to believe me.
Yeah, I do believe you.
Maker bless you. Bless you.
Yeah, sure. Bye. Where's that pretty lady?
Hello there, friend. Can't say we've ever met before. Stranger to the village, I take it. Haven't had many travelers lately. All this nonsense is bad for business. Bet you regret coming, yes?
Yes, my timing couldn't be
A
worse.
shame, isn't it? Evil creatures and such. Everyone going to perish before sunrise. Ah, makes you thirsty, doesn't it? So, what'll it be? You are here to drink, I hope.
I am.
Name's Lloyd. So, why'd you come to the village now? The roads can't be all that safe, not with a war brewing. Well, you must have been mighty surprised. It's not exactly talkative these days, eh? Something else I can get for you?
Answer a few
Fine.
questions.
Make them quick.
Why? Why are you still open?
I'm not abandoning my tavern because of a few monsters. The second I'm in the Chantry, Murdoch and his men will be here drinking all my ale. Something else I can get for you?
Okay, let me see what you have.
Right, I've got some supplies too, in case you're interested. With the store closed down, it doesn't hurt to pick up some of the slack, eh?
Where's the pretty girl? There you are. Hello.
Another doomed soul come to drown their sorrows here, I see. If you came here for a drink, you'll have to talk to Lloyd. He's got a vice grip on the spigots. I'm just here to keep the boys from mutiny. What business? Without the castle soldiers, the only customers we have are local. And they're all in the militia with no money to spend. The few with any money are here, but it's not enough to justify working. Lloyd's a greasy pig. And if I didn't need this job so badly, Oh, you think I'm pretty, do you?
I do.
You mean after the fighting's over? I'd really like that. What would I have to do in return?
I'll take a kiss.
You're a rare one, you are, making me laugh with this blackness hanging over our heads.
I'll protect you.
You make it through the night, and you'll get your kiss. Make her bless you. I'll kiss every man in the village if we survive.
Hurrah! 3 cheers for Bella!
Later on, yes. Lloyd will lock himself in the cellar, and I'll go to the chantry. Are you... That's... good to hear. I didn't know that. Keep safe. Hello again, sweetie. Nice to see you're still safe. What business? Without the castle soldiers, the only customers we have are local. And they're all in the militia with no money to spend. The few with any money are here, but it's not enough to justify working. Lloyd's a greasy pig. And if I didn't need this job so badly, He gropes me and pays me next to nothing. I suppose it could be worse. Not like I've got many options. No, that'll just make things worse. And that's very sweet, but I'll be fine. I'd like that. And maybe we could talk after the battle tonight. If we're still here, that is. Not much. He's very quiet.
He's
his
gone.
name's Beric, and he's here to meet his brother, but I think he's lying. He's a bit creepy. Keep safe.
Okay, Lloyd, is it?
Hey, what can Lloyd get you? Name's Lloyd.
Yeah, I got that.
So, why'd you come to the village now? The roads can't be all that safe, not with a war brewing.
See, when you see a lot like this coming, you give me what I want.
Well, that explains it. Except for the lack of darkspawn around here. But never mind me. Something else I can get for you? Fine. Make them quick. Not a lot. Castle guards stopped coming in about a week back. It's unusual, too. They were my main source of business. After a few days, I thought it strange enough to ask. But nobody heard anything. Anyone going up to the castle didn't come back. When the first attack hit, I locked myself in the cellar. I say we just wait for help to come. Why? When them creatures attack, I lock myself in the cellar. Just batten the hatches and wait it out. What's the point in getting myself killed with all the rest of them? If that makes me a coward, then I'm a coward. Right then.
I hear they got everyone.
I can't believe Lloyd won't even give us some free ale. A time like this, and all he thinks about is turning a profit.
Did you expect any different? That bastard's always been cheaper than Antietam Hall.
Oh,
Here we are
nice.
defending the village, and he don't even have the decency to help us out.
Ha! I've seen Lloyd handle a sword. He should stick to something he knows about, like keeping me nice and drunk for the fight.
Lloyd is charging us for coin we don't even got anymore. Nobody's working right now. We're all just trying to survive.
What difference does it make? He won't care.
Oh, I'm gonna talk to Lloyd about this.
Hey, what can Lloyd get you? Why shouldn't I? They may not have much coin, but I'm not giving it away for free. I never thought of that.
Of course you didn't.
Maybe I could try it for a bit. Right then, you men over there. Drinks are on the house. All militia drink for free.
Oh, you're a saint, Lloyd. Ha ha!
If them creatures don't kill me, I swear they'll bleed me dry. Something else I can get for you? Fine. Make them quick.
I should go.
Right then. Hey, what can Lloyd get you? Name's Lloyd. So, why'd you come to the village now? The roads can't be all that safe, not with a war brewing. No, that it isn't. Pardon me manners. Something else I can get for you? Right then.
I have a question for you, Shen. How does it feel to be a giant statue?
What a bizarre question. How else would it feel?
Well, let's see. Does it hurt? Do you feel like you've been buried under a pile of rock? Or do you feel nothing at all?
I have nothing to compare it to. How does it feel to be considered an inferior race when compared to others who are just as soft and weak as you?
Fine.
How very fragile it must be. One touch and its kind crumples, spilling liquid everywhere. No wonder they clad themselves in metal.
It takes more than just a touch, I'm sure.
I feel very solid and immortal. No putrid liquids to squirt out of me. Oh, no.
Now that you mention it, I suddenly rather feel like a delicate mushroom.
Delicate mushroom. Oh, okay. Instead of Zevran, you're going to be called Shroom now. Shroom. No, a kid, you're Zev.
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Ban Tegan is to see you here.
Sure.
I must admit that I do not quite know how to address you. Is my lord sufficient?
That will be.
Very well then, my lord. I am humbly at your service. I am Sir Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliffe. For now my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost.
Sure.
No one told me of this. Oil, you say? How much exactly? Assuming that would hurt them. Yes, I see what you have in mind. That might be effective, if used carefully.
A fine tactic, provided it actually kills them and you don't end up having to deal with flaming undead.
Yes, excellent idea. I'll send some men to collect the oil. We'll use it to slow these creatures down. Have you anything else to ask me in the meantime?
No.
As you wish, my lord. May God watch over you.
Oh, I don't really want to help you. Do I ask him that I'm ready to start?
What is it you need? We have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered. That gladdens my heart to hear it. As you wish, my lord. May God watch over you.
You are a stranger amongst us, yet you still agree to defend our village in its darkest hour. We are most grateful.
Yeah. Yeah, keep your gratitude.
The Maker smiles on those who aid his children, regardless of their beliefs. But I do not wish to irritate you. Allow me to introduce myself.
I know
revered
who
Mother
you
Hannah,
are.
head of this chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers.
How awful this must be for you all. Is this everyone who's left?
All those who cannot defend themselves, yes. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task? I have done all I can for them. I pray for them each night and seek the Maker's forgiveness for their sins before they face their deaths. What Sir Perth seeks is something that is not in my power to give.
You're not praying hard enough.
You do not understand. Sir Perth believes that I can protect them against these creatures, a shield only the Maker can provide, and that I withhold this power.
Does he not realize that it is his faith alone
Lils, don't get involved.
It is faith alone which will bring the Maker's aid.
Unfortunately, he seeks the Maker's protection in a far too literal sense. This is something I cannot promise nor provide.
Just do it. Are you saying the Maker has no power?
Of course not. The Maker could do whatever he wished, but he does not provide protection against evil just because one thinks he should. The Maker turned his back on us long ago for mankind's folly. We must earn his grace, not demand it.
Well, I demand it.
Does it? The Maker created everything you see.
No, he
It is
didn't.
we who owe him, not the other way around. You mean you want me to let them think the Maker protects them in a real sense? I will not lie to them like that.
Yes, you will.
You dare threaten me to lie to these poor men? To tell them the Maker protects them when he does not?
Yes.
Very well. Though I loathe doing this, you leave me no option.
Of course I leave you no
I have
option.
a number of silver-cast holy symbols. Tell Sir Perth that he can have them, and that wearing them will confer the Maker's protection. Now please, let me tend to these poor folk. I must do what I can, and I suggest you do the same.
Well, Lils, get over yourself.
These humans don't know the hilt of a sword from the pointy end. This ought to be interesting.
The Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal. Have you spoken to the revered mother? Has she offered anything?
Must we do this? The faith...
If they are the same as the symbols worn by their priests, well, that would more than suffice. I will send some men to collect the amulets. Please give my regards to Mother Hannah for seeing some sense at last. No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid. As you wish.
Level up.
Mother Hannah's amulets have greatly bolstered my men's confidence. You couldn't have armed us with any better than our faith. There is still time before the sun goes down. If you have not yet spoken to Murdoch, or if there is anything you have planned, good luck to you then.
Oh. Shit.
They're coming! Get to your positions! Make ready!
Light the traps!
I'm
Foul creatures!
Okay, Lil, so you're gonna stand over there. Okay. Okay, stop screaming.
Come on, we need to hurry!
Ah, whoa, Sev. It really hurts.
Dawn arrives, and we survived the night. We are victorious. And though this victory came at great cost, we must remember none of us would be here were it not for the heroism of these good folk beside me.
Royal
Thank you,
folks
good sir.
beside you.
Truly the Maker smiled on us when he sent you here in our darkest hour.
Yes, you're welcome.
Let us bow our heads and give honor to those who gave their lives in defense of Redcliffe.
Murdoch of Redcliffe, Mayor and beloved father, we salute you.
You and so many others who have perished here, walk with he who is your Maker. Long may you know the peace of his love.
With the Maker's favor, the blow we delivered today is enough for me to enter the castle and seek out your Arl. Be wary and watch for signs of renewed attack. We shall return with news as soon as we are able. Now, we've no time to waste. Meet me at the mill. We can talk further there.
Okay, so we've done that. Great. We actually survived.
There is much to do now that the danger is over. We must rebuild the village.
Cool.
My husband and son are dead. What am I supposed to do now? I feel numb.
I don't know. Start all over again? You're a free woman. You ain't got no kids. You ain't got no husband. Jeez, girl.
Thank you so much
Live a
for
little.
what you've done here. We owe you everything.
Blah, blah, blah. I don't know what this is supposed to be. I know it's to build a ship.
All right.
Looks like the fighting has finally started. Too much to hope they'd work it out, I guess.
I don't think
I
I'll
hear
ever
Van
understand
Branagh
what
got
those
his
things
helmet
were.
handed to him.
And I don't want
Of
to.
course he did.
It's dark
Terran
magic, all of
Loghain
it.
is out there leading the
I'm
troops,
glad we
he
came
is.
through it.
Yeah.
For a while, I didn't think either of us would survive. It's good to see you did. Possibly. And what kind of tip do I get out of it? Fine, I'll make an exception, but just this once.
Give us a kiss then.
Anything I can get you? You mean about helping me leave? I wouldn't hold you to that. You've already done so much for us. What do you have in mind? Travel with you? That sounds very dangerous. I don't think a woman like me would do well in that sort of life. I appreciate your offer, but I don't think I can do that. That could get me to Denerim. What would you want in return for such a gift? You men are all the same.
That's not true. I just want to kiss you. Oh, come on.
Thank you. I can never repay this, but I'll think of a way. I swear.
Well, I guess that's good. It's a victory, right?
Right. If it isn't the hero of the day, what can I get you?
Let's
Right, I've got some supplies too, in case you're interested. With the store closed down, it doesn't hurt to pick up some of the slack, eh?
Hey? I didn't lose anything. Let us go to camp. Alright guys, so we're back at camp, which means we're going to continue our journey next time. And next time we're going to tackle Redcliffe Castle. If you guys know what that means. Yeah, we're gonna tackle Connor. So, thank you very much for coming on this journey with me today. If you enjoyed the video, please... Jeez, stop barking, I'm talking to these people. I'm gonna go over there. Okay, as I was saying, thank you very much for watching the video with me today. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a comment, a like and a subscribe. And thank you in advance. See you next time.